guys, welcome back. It's another edition of our weekly Tai Chi class. I'm not in the dojo, and you might not be able to hear me because I don't have my fancy microphone, but we'll do the best we can. I'm on the banks of the beautiful Yahara River in Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, and it may look like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I'm actually not, and we may get interrupted by boats, joggers, picnickers, who knows. So we're wrapping the pole. We're doing another set of tiger movements, and even though this is a loosening movement, this embodies the spirit of the tiger, this sort of, so now instead of being loose, I'm having a little more presence in my arms, and
sorry.
this is very much
Sometimes I say
tiger
things and then you
energy.
Oh my god, that's everywhere.
So we'll go back to loosening, see what I told you. So we're loosening. And then what we did last week, let's try this again. And actually this made my hands sore. So in our tiger claw, you don't have any tension. It's just like holding a ball. But if you want to, you can experiment with articulating each joint just the way they were designed to do, not with tension, just for a moment, or just for a little bit, just so it's not tense. It's just articulating. And actually, my hands were sore after we did this, the day after we did this last time. So don't overdo it, but don't do it yet. I'm just showing you. Let's do tiger sharpens its claws. You can experiment with that tiger movement or the tiger claw. Okay, let's review Tiger, Awakens, and searches for food. So this uses this tiger stepping, this circular motion here, but we're not going to be stepping. But watch what we can do. I don't know if you can see my feet. And we won't need the glove just yet. But so if we were to start here and then make this circular motion, this would be our first step, but we wouldn't step up. So just use this for your first step. Keep that hand here. If you want to step out wider, do it again. If you want to step out even wider, do it again. Now we're good. Okay, so then come here. This is the arm closest to you. Look back. And then switch. So a nice twist. And back and forth. Just looking back. A nice twist. Okay. And then to get back to center, just do a circular movement. And this will step you back in. Go to the other side, so I can either step out long or I can use my tiger movement to step me out long. If I want to step out further, do it again. Even further. And then back. Very simple movement. I'm not making those big tiger claws. If I want to, I could, but not with tension, just articulating the joints. Here, to step in. Okay, how about let's review the Wudang Leopard. So that is, so let me give you a tip on this one that might make it easier to switch from side to side. Is you're going to hold a circle, hold a ball, and then the hand that's on top is going to be the direction that we lean, that we're eventually going to be leaning in. So if my right hand is on top, we're going to be leaning to the right eventually. If my left hand is on top, we're going to end up leaning to the left. But we start out, let's start out, let me wear the gloves because this gets a little confusing. So orange is right, yellow is left. Okay, so, and this is a really good stretch, so this is worth the effort, okay? So, orange on top, which means we're going to end up going over to this side. So we start out, step out, this is grasping the sparrow's tail. So we're going to add something to it. So this is this sort of serving this teacup, and then this is a little bit of a push, and then this is more of a wiping motion. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, so make this circle. The palm, top palm facing out, bottom palm facing down. I wish we could stay here, but no, we have to go over to the other side. And this is where it gets really good. Okay, so hold this for as long as you like. And then we're not going to come back up this way. We're just going to release down, circle around. And we want to, so step in. We want to end up on the left side next time. So I'm going to circle my arms around until my left hand ends up on top. Perfect, okay. So then step out. Grasp the sparrow's tail. So sort of offering a teacup and then pushing. And then wipe. And then move to the other side. And then to come back up, circle up, step in. So if we want to go to the right, again, we'll do one more on each side. If we want to go to the right, we're going to have to end up with our right hand on top. Perfect. So I'm going to step out left, grasp sparrow's tail, and then a little push, a little wipe here, and then shift over. And just drop down, circle, come up, and to go over to the left, I'm going to want to end up holding the ball with my left hand on top, circle out, grasp the tail, push, circle, here, and then over. This will be our last one. Down, up, and that's good for right now. Doable. So let's do a couple things from our form. So remember, fighting tiger. We've reviewed this It's like a double punch, but it's really not. So if my right foot is forward, my right hand is up, my right palm is facing you, and on this one, this palm is facing me. So, but even the wording is ambiguous because it's called, some people call it to strike a tiger. So if you wanted to go to the other side, you just have to do the reverse. So step in and step out. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this one is facing me. Okay, let's try the other way.
We did the other,
So what I was starting to say is that it's not, first of all, it's ambiguous in its meaning because this is tiger energy, so why would I don't need to use tiger energy to fight a tiger. I can use my own energy. Why would I use the tiger? So it could be this is a fighting tiger, that in the translation they mix up subject and object. And this happens quite often, right? Especially with these tiger movements. So we've looked at this before, but we'll just do it one more on each side. So it's like that. Or on the other side, it's this. But remember, and then to review the martial thing, it's not really a double punch either because you can't get a lot of power in both hands. It's just not realistic. So usually one hand would actually be blocking while the other hand hits, or this hand could be hitting while this hand is blocking something, right? But mostly one hand is going to have most of the power, and the other hand is going to be diverting or blocking. So don't think of it as a double punch. You know, only like Superman could do something like that. So then there's another one, equally ambiguous, is bend, bow, shoot, tiger, because an archery is like this. Archery doesn't have really a tiger energy to it, but bend, bow, shoot, tiger has total archery or total tiger energy to it. This arm is drawing up and there, so there is sort of this bending bow shooting tiger, but this, look at this circle. I hope you can see this circle. This may as well just be like a circle. So, and in this case, we are deflecting and then an abdomen punch, and you can do it very easily to the other side. So this has tiger energy to it and not really so much archery energy, right? I can't tell what you can see and what you can't see, so that. But you got to feel this circle. Feel this circular movement. Great. If I could demonstrate this, I think I've demonstrated this before in class, and it has a lot of power. One more thing from our form is the Jade Girl, or Fair Lady weaving at her shuttles, which normally is the most gentlest movement that you could possibly have with these nice paddle hands. But if you look at Shaolin Kung Fu, all you have to, they have more of a rending motion, but it's still the same thing. So I can't teach you Fair Lady weaving in one session, but if you just think of pivoting and opening and closing and just this rending movement, this hand is deflecting upward and then this hand is coming out. So this is just the spirit of it. It's just upward deflect, turn out. Deflect, outward. So then, and you can do it either foot forward, either hand up, It's also, in many forms, it's called the four corners, because you do it to 4 sections. And if you want, you can try to, with the miracle of video, you can replay this a couple times, see if you can get it. So let's see. So in our form, all right, good enough. We have to be back together really to get the details of that, but you can rough it out because I know you know how to pivot and step. So then the last thing we'll do before we do our form is our balance. Same balance as last week. Ride the tiger. It's just opposite hand, opposite leg. This hand could be gently grasping the mane of the tiger or the scruff of his neck. This hand could be in a bird beak or open with the hand bladed. Depends on your application. And our application is not really certain. Okay, so just switch. In our application, this is just how we end the form. It doesn't really tell us what we're doing with this, so I'll leave it to your imagination. That's our balance. Why don't we try cycling through our balance? So I'm here, I begin to lose my balance. I'm not going to struggle. I'm just going to go to here. I lose my balance. And I know that this is not, but you'd be concealing this, right? You would not say, oh, I lost my balance. You'd just say, oh, I decided to switch. Right? Oh, I decided to switch. Oh, I felt like switching. Right? So I like the balances that are more dynamic, where we can change it up and in a smooth and flowing manner. So we don't have to do our crazy heroics to save ourselves. So have another water break. I'll come back with you and we'll do our form. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Oh, by the way, I don't mean to rub it in, but it's like 65 degrees here right now. 65 degrees.